as I started to watch it, I quickly came to the conclusion that this is not autobiographical. So, first question is, where did it originate?
It's based on an Australian format. There's an Australian series, I think, from 2011 that John Davis, one of the EPs, got the rights to. So sent it to us, and we were like, yes, ready to take this and run with it.
It's such a
What
great
about
premise, and we keep bragging about it because it's not ours, but we are, the minute we heard it, it felt like exactly something we wanted to do.
so the show quickly evolves from a rom-com into something much more, this kind of mystery, and it blends genres. Did you ever consider adding more straight up drama or horror to it?
I think, we had so many kind of balls in the air that we were juggling in season one that I think the mystery and the deaths, and some of the deaths being more violent and shocking than others, uh, blending with the rom-com felt like that was like the right kind of tonal mix for us to like introduce people to this idea and to this world and to Ruby and her partners. And then I think, as we move into a season two, hopefully, there'll be other elements that start to come into play as well, because now we know the idea, and, there's a lot more to do there.
In terms of the death, also, I think we always, because we have this one heightened concept, this one big buy in the center of our show, we wanted to play everything else grounded, including the death. So I think even at times we would talk about what's a funny way to die, and we were just like, no, okay, let's go just a straight, like, what is a horrible disease that this character got, and yeah, and just play it completely real. So not to go too much in the horror genre, but to keep it really just what if this were happening.
We did have a disease board
We
that we
did.
just listed
We
really
did.
horrific diseases. It was a
Did
dark
it have
day.
an overlay?
Like planes
Yes.
stacked over San Francisco. Yeah.
And some of the deaths are pretty graphic. I mean, episode one has one that comes out of the blue, and then I think episode is it two, um, a character that you meet briefly and then suddenly watch his demise in slow motion.
Yeah.
What was it like shooting those? Like, and really kind of like, how much fun was it kind of like building up and choosing how you're going to actually take down your characters?
It was really fun. I mean, we really wanted that first death to come out of nowhere, to really be a shock, like as if you were experiencing that scene with Ruby. Um, and then, so really sort of planning, what's in terms of shooting that. We don't want to lead anybody anywhere. We want it to kind of come abruptly, and the best way to achieve that. And then the second death, the slow-mo element of it made us all laugh, because we were like, before, as you can see, in technical difficulties sometimes occur. So before the control room could stop the slow-mo of this horrific death, like, it airs. So anyway, that
And
just made us
repeated
just
as well.
keep going.
Why are they showing this over and over?
Stop showing this. So yeah, it was fun to
And
kind of.
these days, it would be all over the internet and it would be
Oh,
used as memes and everything else for the rest of time, unfortunately.
that's right. It's like when your boss asks you to like prep a presentation, and then it's that.
And Stephanie and Zasha are great. Can you tell me about casting them? Like why you chose them?
Yeah, we got very, very lucky because we love them both. We've been fans of both of theirs for so long. I think for Stephanie, Ruby's such an important role to cast, and we knew we needed to get someone that you instantly love, just because her character is a little flawed, a little messy. It needs to be someone who can do maybe not the best things, but you still root for her and you still love her. Huge fans of Stephanie, so when we heard she was interested, we were thrilled. She can do the highs of the comedy. She can do low, dramatic, emotional moments. And Zasha, we have always, I mean, she's the best. And we were thrilled that she was into doing this. And they clicked immediately. I mean, it seemed like they had been friends forever when they first started working together.
We all met on Zoom for the first time, and then like we slowly started turning our cameras off.
Well, something else happened.
So then it was just Zasha and Stephanie,
Like,
and we were
"Can
like,
not be here on this date
yeah,
between these two women?"
these two are clicking, and we'll just pull back. Also, Sally had that thing on her Zoom where she goes like this
See,
and
that happens
balloons
here.
happen. Have you had that happen in a
Still
meeting?
have not fixed it. Still happens. Or the hearts.
Or the hearts, yeah.
And the well, it's a fun and kind of unique show. Are there any messages you hope people take away from it?
I mean, I think it's just, for us wanting people to really enjoy it, have a good time, be
Surprised.
surprised, like not know where it's going, but also like even though there is this very high concept thing of people dying, to sort of have them relate to this and be like, "Oh my God," like the idea of what if you had to go back through your sex timeline and go and first of all, put everybody down and then have to go and see these people and the
Remind them who
idea,
you are,
yeah,
remind them how you met, and then tell them they're dying.
and tell them they're dying. Anyway, we just think like that idea is fun for people to take. The idea of like, what if this was me? What would I do?
Yeah, I think also an emotional core of kind of returning to, like, is there something wrong with me? Like, if I can't find love, is there something? And the metaphor that we played with, obviously, of yes, there is literally something very wrong with you that we can't explain, but there is this mystery cause. But to have it kind of heightened and have that be in the air, but back to the grounded emotional kind of question of, is something wrong with me?
Well, I'm enjoying it. So let me close out with a quick one. 3 words to describe Laid.
3 each.
Sure, you can do it any way. You can
Okay.
work together,
You
or
take
Like,
two.
she does two, I
I'll
do
take
one.
one. You take two.
Unexpected.
Funny.
That was gonna be my second one. Really funny. Moving.
there you go. You nailed it.